Excited because today we're going to really be talking about how do you create a proven sales process from start to finish. So I'm really excited about that because this is where we talking about money, right? We're talking about how do you get clients. We're talking about what does that process look like behind the scenes from start to finish. So I'm super excited about that. But it's only right if I start it the correct way. When life goes wrong, as we know it will, and the progress you're making is hard to feel, take a deep breath and remember this phrase: progress over perfection will save the day. Progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. Anybody who's been rocking with us for a minute, they know our mottos is progress over perfection, done is better than perfect, and getting it finished is better than trying to be flawless. Remember that. All right. That's what we live by in the group, right? So understand that, each and every week as you come back and that you're learning, we continually keep getting your mindset straight and understand that, and give you the strategies to keep moving forward, keep marching forward, regardless of the obstacles that's going out there, whether it's obstacles specifically in your business or whether it's obstacles that's surrounding your business, bad habits, relationships, whatever, it's helping you be able to do damage control on those other things so you can still live your purpose and serve the greater good in the world. Does that make sense? All right, good. So I don't know if y'all needed that pep talk today, but I know a lot of times we building this, right? You know what I'm saying, Vic? Like I know a lot of times we building this and, out when we on the call, we hype, we ready, you know what I mean? And sometimes when we are in our own world and we in our own head and we not in the community, it's easy to overthink. Right. And it's easy to get in your own head. Samantha said, I ain't gonna lie. Some people be like, yo, coach, how you a mind reader? I'm not. I promise you, because we all go through it. That's how I know. Right. It happens to all of us. You know what I mean? So, so things are gonna happen, but as long as you continue to show up or continue to watch the replays, so you have access to the replays of these. So if you can't make a session, you can always watch the replays. Make sure that you continue to tap into the group, which shout out to y'all because y'all been very active in the group, posting y'all influencer blueprint guides, asking for advice, asking for feedback, posting your videos. Shout out to everybody who did the testimonial video. Thank you for that. Right. So it's those like doing that kind of work is what's going to allow you to stay energized to move forward. Does that make sense? All right. All right, so this is number one. When you're looking at a sales process, right? The very first thing you need to do, assuming you know what you're offering, assuming you know your coaching program, assuming you're good on that. The very first thing you want to do is write this down: attract the traffic. Right? Attract. Let's see. First thing you want to do, actually, let me see if I can. I think I might be good. There you go. All right. The first thing you want to do is, right, we're going to go to sales process. And the first thing you want to do is attract the traffic. And what's interesting about attracting the traffic is all that really means is how are you attracting people? Right? How are you attracting people? So when we're talking about attracting traffic, that's looking at a couple things, right? That's looking at one. Let's start off with paid ads, right? So when you're looking at paid ads, what this means is I need people in order for me to make money in my business, people need to know I exist, correct? So in order for people to need to know I exist, I need a way to attract them. They need to find out about me some kind of way. So when you're looking at ads, what an ad is going to do, think about Facebook as like a giant billboard, right? Facebook is a billboard. Don't think about it anything more complicated than that. So we know Facebook is a billboard, right? Then the question is, if you have a billboard up, whatever you put on that billboard is going to attract certain types of people. Whatever you put on that billboard is either going to say, people say, oh, I'm curious in that, I want to learn about it, or not. Facebook has billions of people on it, right? Right. And now, you know, they on Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram has billions of users. So your target audience is on social media. Just Facebook, you can become a multi-millionaire just from Instagram and Facebook, right? Just because your target clients and audience is on there. Because you don't need to have 1 million clients. You can have a very successful business with 10 clients, 50 clients, 100 clients, right? If you get 10 people paying you $500 a month or $1,000 a month, I mean, that's probably equal to what you're making at your daytime job, or probably more. The second way that you attract the traffic is going to be through organic outreach. Organic outreach. And organic outreach is exactly what that means, is you're organically reaching people. You're not doing it through paid ads. That means this is like feet on the street, right? So what that looks like is literally how a lot of us got introduced, right? I probably sent you a DM, right? Or, you know, you reach out to somebody, but basically it's having private conversations. It's having conversations with people, and then just reaching out to them and seeing if you can offer your products or services. But check this out though. Let me put a caveat to that, because I don't want you just DMing people and just offering your products and services. You DMing them in order to book an appointment with them, right? Like that's what you're doing. So let me show y'all what this looks like, because I know another sticking point a lot of us is, what do I say? Like, what do I DM people? Do you have that question? Like, what do you DM people? How do you reach out to people? Yeah, right. All right. So look, I'm gonna show y'all my templates. Right. So don't think you got to have all these thousands and thousands of clients. You don't need all of that, or even hundreds. You don't have to have that. You can have a nice business with 20, 30, 40, 50 clients, right? So with that being said, ads on Facebook, right? Facebook and Instagram is a billboard. So your goal is, when you're putting up ads, to make sure that it's attractive enough and that your targeting is on point enough that when you attract somebody, that when they see that message, they want to click forward. And I'm gonna give you a practical example of exactly what this looks like. Because if you know me, I like to make things practical. So let me give you an example. Let me stop this. So let's go here. Can you see this? All right. So this is an example of an ad, right? So, and this is a real ad that I have out. Some of y'all might have seen this already. So this is, so I know who my audience is, right? My audience is, or one of my audiences, well, my main audiences is coaches and speakers. That's who I help, right? I know that I'm an expert in that, right? I know I've mastered this. I know that I can help people who's in this industry. You need help as a coach, as a speaker, I got you, right? So with that being said, I know who my audience is, so I create an ad that's specifically for, and so this one is specifically for coaches, right? So with that, I create an ad for that. This is one of the reasons, just pausing right here. This is one of the reasons that one of the areas a lot of us get in trouble. Like when you say like you're just a general life coach, or you just kind of like, you afraid to put yourself in a quote unquote box, or you're afraid to select a niche. The reason you get into trouble is because eventually when you start marketing, nobody's going to be interested, because you're not talking to anybody. You're trying to talk to everybody, right? So you got to be specific in what you do. So with that, I got to add here, right? And this is my billboard, right? This is my billboard. So you'll read this, right? So if you're a coach, it'll stop you in your tracks and say, oh, listen, I'm a coach. Damn, I am working a job that I'm not really happy with right now. I want to go full time. And then you reading it, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to do this. I want to fire my boss. I want to build a profitable coaching business. Yeah, right? So they shaking their head the whole time, and then they watch the video. Let's see. Right? So like, let's see if I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like when you get started, it's like, oh, I just see people putting out videos and content and this, that. And you think that that's how they'll build $1 million businesses. You know how they're doing it? They're getting they being very good with this stuff. They got all of this stuff set up. They tested it, so they know the conversions. They know how much they know how many people are showing up to their calls. They know how many people are signing up for their webinars or their trainings. They know if they use certain words, if they tweak certain things, they test and see, oh, that works better. They know if they're reaching out to people, if they use certain ads, that's going to increase the conversion. And then they just put way more people in it than you are. That's all people are doing to make millions in this industry. This call alone make you $1 million. This call right now. If you just got mastered what we talked about today,